なるほどな。一回、このサイト行ってからじゃダメかな。と、はい。どうもおはようございます。これはコーヒー。メンタルの具合が悪い。何を休みますか？
なるほど。
配信を休むのか、仕事を休むのか。とは、なんだろう。休む。漫画。アクアイムで。俺は精神を安定させるために漫画を描いてるのかもしれない。というわけで、休む間漫画描くのはいかがですか？アクアイムで。受賞。アソシエイティで。関連属。ベイン。致命傷破滅。ベインはマジックの単語でありそう。ベイン。オードオブダ。ベインオブプログレス。進歩の災い。うわ、日本語版どうない？ベインオブプログレス。ベイン。カリクルって、Fury Ages。Furiously。災い。Furiously。よし。Today, new word. おい。Furiously。カリクルって激しく。カリクリと激しく、furiously。
Cool T-shirt.
これか。Congratulations と。おはようございます。
Old guys use this kind of T-shirt where I live, northeast of Brazil. LUL.
T シャツ
www.
これどんなんだろう。Is this old guy T-shirts?
Everything t-shirt.
これこっちほら、インナー。It's my 次。昨日やった。
Exactly. Your shirt is amazing. You are looking handsome in it. Raw 15
The man
UCUC.
next to me smells of cigarettes, and it's driving me
ハン
crazy.
サム。
I don't want to sit next to him either.
でもいいさ。
There are 2 empty seats in the back row.
だから、
Let's go and sit over there.
looking
Good
handsome.
idea.
手せくりやってるやん。
Will you change
Look.
places with me?
Look.
Will you change
Would
places
you-
with me?
Change place.
Will
Would
you
you
change places with me?
Will you change
Yet I would totally get rottaged by you. Kappa
Look.
pride, Kappa pride,
Right.
Kappa pride.
get ラウドジラウドジラウドジ while it originally used to describe having sex
Oh no.
without the protection it can
Not
be
the Urban Dictionary. LUL.
うん
LUL.
待ってケンブリッジ違うオックスフォードドンってはずラウドーキングミニングラウドジで
I was kidding. LOL.
ラウドジで to have sex without a condom これかラウダージで
KKKKK.
get remove by you understand loud じゃあそれだけ俺が魅力的だと
Every English practice is unique.
unique ラウ how pronounce
At least you learn a new word. I am happy. Orange nade nade kenta one atu.
はいなんで New word Will you change places? Will you change
Places
with me? Will you change place with me?
The man next
The
to me
man
smells
next
of
to
cigarettes,
me
and it's driving me crazy.
and
The man
the man next to me smell of sweat and it's driving me crazy. The next
The
man
man next to me smells of cigarettes, and it's driving me crazy.
man next to me
The man
Next
next to me
to-
smells of cigarettes, and it's driving me crazy.
smells cigarette. The man next to me
smells
smells
of cigarettes, and it's driving me crazy.
cigarette. Red. Door. Ah? The man next to me smells cigarette.
The man next to me smells of cigarettes, and it's driving
And-
me crazy.
And it driving me crazy.
The man
The man next to
smells of
me smells of cigarette and it's driving me crazy. I don't want to sit next to him. Me neither. I don't
want to sit next to him
want
either.
to sit
Do you
next.
smoke?
No, I don't. Next to him. Next to him. Me neither.
電話入れてきた。
あ、お疲れ様です。会社。お無理しないで寝まくる。neither。
それより自分の体調だで。
全くですね。
Japanese people I know smokes LOL.
メンタルやんときは寝まくる。Funny enough, most of the Japanese people I know smokes. Really? To sit to him neither. Either か。
I don't
Don't want to
sit
sit
next to him
next
either.
to him either.
Look,
Look,
there are 2 empty seats in the
because-
back row.
A cigarette is expensive.
Look, there are
Look,
2 empty
the
seats in
two
the back
empty
row.
seats. Look,
There are 2 empty
there are
seats in the back
two
row.
empty seats in the back row.
Look,
Look,
there are 2 empty seats in the back row.
two.
Look,
Look,
there are 2 empty seats in the
there.
back row.
There are two empty seats in the back row.
Expensive in Turkey as well. Too much tax on cigarettes and alcohol.
Either in Japan. Back row.
Look,
Look, there are two empty seats in the back row.
Let's go and sit
Let's
over there.
go. And
Let's go and sit over there.
over there. Over there. Let's go and sit over there.
Good idea.
Good idea. Will you? Would you please with me? The man next to me smells of cigarette and it drives me crazy. I don't want to sit next to him either. Look, there are two empty seats in the back row. Let's go and sit over there. Good idea. はい。畳、インボルドさん。おはようございます。はあ
Have you seen
Have you seen the new
secretary?
secret? She's beautiful and she's too young.
Do not ask her out on a date.
あれ、
Maybe
お前
she'd
の、
like to go out with me.
そっか。
Stick to women your own age.
腰つべ、しまった。ありがとうございます。腰つべの、追加しないとダメだった。忘れてた。腰つべの2。 接続をチャンネルネームか。チャンネルは付属して、
オレンジ先生、精が出ますが。
3-1 ban.
あ、来た来た来た。うちの方は差し止めされて、1週間使えない状態で。音楽で。てめえ音楽ダメだから。有名なのかけて。著作権者が許さねえからって言われて差し止めされました。これで大丈夫。反映されてますね。OK。Have you seen the new security? She's beautiful. Have you seen the new secretary? Right. She's beautiful. And she's too young for you. And she's too young for you. Do not ask her out of the date. No. Ask her out of the date. On her date. Do not ask her out on the date.
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Maybe she'd like
Maybe
to
she would like. Maybe she would like to go out with me. Maybe she like. Maybe she like out with me. Maybe she'd like go out.
Maybe she'd like to go out with me.
Like to go. She would like to go out with me. Maybe she'd like to go out with me. In your dream, stick in your dream. Stick dreams.
Stick to women your own
stick
age.
to
In
stick
your dreams, stick
stick
to women your own age.
to your own age. stick stick stick
In
in
your
your dream,
dreams,
stick
to women your
to
own age.
woman your age.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。おいしいご飯さん。この
Are you a Nissan type of guy?
姉さんタイプオブガイ。姉さん。あなたは姉さん姉さん兄さん派アイドンの兄さんタイプオブガイ。
姉さん好きタイ
In
プ
your
男。
dreams, stick to women your own age.
姉さん。はい。I don't care. 姉さん or up age or down age. big age, small age. 姉さん好き。In your dream, stick to women. ばって、
Older or younger?
order. ないwant children. So I like younger age women. In your dream, stick to women.
In
your
your
dream,
dreams,
stick to
women
women.
your own age.
In your
You
own
don't want or you want?
age. I want own age.
In your
In your dream,
dreams,
stick to women in your own age. Let's go out. I don't feel like cooking. Oh, let's stay here. I don't like cooking.
What's in the
What's
fridge?
in the fridge? Cabbage got week or a can of tomato.
Okay.
Okay.
Which restaurant
Which
do you want to go
restaurant
to?
to?
I want children too.
children. じゃあ、あれか。養子か。あとは、
You don't.
いやいや、there are some ways.
A son and a daughter maybe.
Stay in.
Stay in.
At Vijado speaking from experience. LUL.
Stay in
Mind.
mind.
Yet. 400 kids experience. LUL.
Let's go out for dinner this
Let's go out.
www.
Let go out. Let's go out
for dinner this
for dinner this evening. Let's go out for dinner this evening. To for dinner this evening. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cooking. Feel like feel like
Oh,
let's stay in. Oh, let's stay in. I don't mind cooking. Cooking.
What's in the fridge?
What's in the fridge? What's in the fridge? What's in the fridge? Are cabbage that 2 weeks old and a can of tomatoes.
A cabbage that's 2 weeks old and a can of tomatoes?
Cabbage. Double B.
A cabbage that's 2
Cabbage 2 weeks old
a
and
tomatoes?
can of tomato. Cabbage. Veggie. That's 2 weeks old and
A cabbage that's 2 weeks old
can
and a can of
of
tomatoes?
Cabbage that 2 weeks old and a can of tomatoes. Okay. Which restaurant do you? Okay. Which restaurant? Which restaurant? Now, do you want to?
Okay. Which restaurant do
You
you
want
want to
to go to?
Okay.
Which restaurant do you want to go to? Ms. Jones, I want to back up the park between those two cars.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm
I'm checking my rear mirror and I'm pressing the gas pedal and I'm backing up. Wow. Slow down, Miss Jones. Oh. Miss Jones, I want you to back up in the between those two cars. Miss Jones, I want to back up between those two cars. I want you to back up, Miss Jones.
I want you to
To
back up and
back
park
up
between those two cars.
In those two cars. Miss Jones, I want you to park.
Ms. Jones,
I want you
to back
to
up and park
back
between
up.
those two cars.
Up. And back and
Ms. Jones,
I want you to back up and park between those two cars. And park. Back up. Park. between two those two cars missions
Alright,
alright
alright.
alright
I'm checking my rearview mirror.
I'm checking
I'm
I'm
checking my
check-
rearview mirror.
I'm checking my checking my I'm checking my
rearview mirror.
I'm checking my
rearview mirror.
rear view mirror
I'm
check-
checking my rearview mirror.
rear view my rear view
I'm checking my rearview mirror.
where rear view mirror I'm checking my rear view mirror
I'm indicating
I'm
left.
eating I'm indicating
I'm
checking
indicating left.
left I'm indicating left rear view mirror rear view mirror rear view mirror rear view mirror 車のねに rear view mirror rear view mirror indicate press gas pedal
Gas pedal.
gas pedal アクセルがガスペダル I'm pressing gas pedal and I'm backing up and
Pressing the gas
pressing
pedal and I'm backing up.
pressing gas あ
I'm pressing
Pressing
the gas pedal
the
and I'm backing up.
gas pedal and
I'm
pressing the gas pedal and I'm
backing up.
backing up
I'm
slow down Miss John slow down Miss Jones rear view mirror Miss Jones I want to back up between those two cars alright I'm checking my rear view mirror and indicating left I'm pressing the gas pedal and I'm backing up wow slow down Miss Jones oh Rearview mirror. Hello Anna, it's Mike. I'm just calling confirm arrangement for tomorrow. I'll pick up and at 1:30. We can buy something on the way to the stand. Is that kind of call me my cell phone. Number is
Hello, Anna. It's Mike.
Hello Anna. Hello Anna. It's Mike. I'm just carrying home from arrangement for tomorrow. I'm just calling to confirm let's go confirm G men for tomorrow. Just to confirm the arrangement for tomorrow. I'll pick it up at 1:30. I'll pick you up at your house and at 1:30. We can buy something to eat and the stadium. We can buy something to eat and the stadium. We can something to eat on the way. We can buy something to eat on the way. Way to the stadium. We can buy something to eat on the way. The stadium. If you have any question, give me. If you have any question, give me. If you have any question, give me a call to my question. Give me call my cell phone. If you have any question, give me a携帯 give my cell phone じゃないか give me a cell phone が calling になるのか give me 私に電話を与えるで携帯に電話してになる give me a cell phone give me a call communication for myself. Call. 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 音隠しすぎ。If you have any question, call on myself. cell phone. If you have any question, give me a call on my cell phone. Call mama. Call on. If you have any question, give me a call. 言ってなくない？ Give me a call on my cell phone. The number is. On my cell phone. Hello, Anna. It's Mike. I'm just calling to confirm the arrangement for tomorrow. Pick up at your house. We can buy something to eat and if you have any question, give me a call on my cell phone. The number is. Call me as calling on my cell phone. Officer, can you help me? My camera is stolen. I left it in my car on my shopping and I came back, it was gone. Where in the car did you leave? On the front seat. That was a really good idea, was it?
Officer, can you help me?
Not変換巡査コーディネイトじゃなくて巡査出てこないな。コップオフィサーCan you help me? Officer, my camera has been stolen. My camera has been stolen. I left it in my car when I was shopping. I came back, it was gone.
I left it in my car while I went shopping, and when I came back, it was gone.
I left it on my
while I went shopping, and when I came back, it was gone.
My car. I left it on my car
while I went shopping, and when I came back,
where
it was
I
gone.
where I left it in my car where I'm sorry and came back it where I left it in my car while I was shopping. I left in my car
while I went
was
shopping, and when I came back,
where
it
I
was
went
gone.
where I went shopping. And
I left it in my car while I went shopping, and
and
when I came back, it was gone.
I came back, it was gone. When I came back. But it was gone.
I left it in my car while I went shopping, and when I
And
came back,
it was gone.
Where in the
Where in the car did you leave it? Where in the car did you leave them?
The final E is always silent, therefore while I sounds just like while-I.
While I always silent while I final E は always silent. I understand. While I where in the car
did you leave it?
did you live in? Leave it. Where in the car did you leave it?
Where in
The
the
car did you leave it?
On the front
On the
seat.
front seat. The front seat. On the front seat. That wasn't a very good idea, was it? And very good idea, was it? 言ってもしょうがないことを言う傾向。Being Officer, can you help me? My camera is being stolen. I left it in my car where I was shopping and I came back, it was gone. Where in the car did you leave it? On the front seat. That wasn't a very good idea, was it? What? バーバラ。
Hi.
はい。
I heard you're quite good.
I think
Is
you
it
are
operating
overrating
yourself?
I'll show you
Oh,
what
sure.
real English is like.
はい。How?
You're strong. Mike, show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got.
Show?
Mike, show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got.
Show which?
Mike, show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got.
In.
Mike, show him what you've got.
Show what you got. Mike.
Show him what you've got. Mike, show him what you've got.
Show in which?
Mike, show him what you've got.
Show me what you got. Mike, show me where which got.
You want a typical
Typical
conversation?
conversation.
Life isn't that easy.
無理でした。They used to play golf together. They used to go, play golf か。used to play golf. They used to play golf together. They used to play golf together. We like to sing at the karaoke box. We like to sing at the karaoke box. We like to sing at the karaoke box. The stranger refused to show us his name. The stranger refused his name to give his name. Give his name. The stranger refused to give us his name. You should fast. You should fast. Your seatbelt. You had better fasten your seatbelt. You had better fasten your seatbelt. I promise you to bring a present. I promise you. Bring you a present. Promise to bring you a present. I promise to bring you a present. She forgot to pay gas bill. She forgot to pay the gas bill. She forgot to pay the gas bill. We managed to find a cheap hotel. We managed to find a cheap hotel. My bicycle has been stolen. My favorite bicycle has been stolen. My favorite bicycle has been stolen. The snow isn't as soft as it was yesterday. The isn't as soft as it was yesterday. The snow isn't as soft as it was yesterday.
Otsukair.
まだもうちょいやる。し、テスティド、アナテナボー、クエスチョン。
LUL.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopt. Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Ally.
You merely adopted the dark. You think darkness
Ally.
is your
Ally.
同盟関係づける。Ally。アンリーじゃなくてアライ。
Ally.
Ally。
ally. You
You
merely
merely,
adopted the dark.
merely,
I was born in it, molded by it.
Molded.
molded いる。
That's my impression of Bane in 2012's The
Bane.
Dark Knight Rises.
Bane.
被害来た。
When he's chastising Batman for using the dark to his advantage. Now, my impression sucks, but there's arguably no character more associated with the movie Now, my impression sucks, but there's arguably no character.
Arguably.
違いなく。arguably。arguably. No character. There is no character. No.
More associated with movie darkness than Batman.
With 13 on-screen appearances across nearly 60 years, Batman is one of the longest-running franchises. And when you take films from across different eras and compress them into one big barcode-looking thing, they can serve as a sort of proxy for a story about the darkening of movies and TV in general. In the 1960s, Batman movies burst with color and brightness. But by 2022's The Batman, I mean, just look at it. It's a movie that lives and breathes darkness. So much darkness that some audience members have complained that it's almost too dark. You can see the same pattern in the Harry Potter films, and in Game of Thrones, and the Spider-Man franchises. So yeah, it's not just you complaining. Movies and TV shows are getting darker, and there are a few reasons why. Check out this graph by Stephen Follows, a data researcher for the film industry. He charted the top 100 grossing films in the US from 2000 to 2015 and what type of camera they were shot on. This point here, it's where movies flipped from film to digital.
じゃあ、
And this shift from
彼
film
女
to
たちとデート
digital
し
is
ま
part of
って、
the reason for this shift.
セックしまく
The
って、
biggest difference between shooting dark scenes on film versus digital is not knowing exactly what you have. My name is Brett Judkowitz. I'm a cinematographer. Some of my recent work includes Ready or Not, A Black Phone, Scream, and Stranger Things Season 4.
When shooting a movie on film, there is way less room for error and way more opportunities to make mistakes. For one, there are way less room for error.
Season 4.
When shooting a movie on film, there
is less. おやば。
There is way less room for error and way more opportunities to make mistakes. For one, there are no monitors that'll show filmmakers exactly what a shot is going to look like before they record it.
There are videos.
For one, less room for error and way more opportunities to make mistakes. For one, there are no monitors that'll show filmmakers exactly what a shot is going to look like before they record it.
There are video taps for film cameras, but they're really just a reference for framing. It's really not representative of how
Representative.
people actually.
Reference.
It's really not representative.
Representative.
representative. 代表的。representative. Representative.
Of how the image will actually look. It's using a light meter and measuring the light in the scene and trusting that you're getting what you want.
If you do shoot a dark scene on film, there isn't much room to correct it later, because the information in the darkest parts of the image is essentially lost. The overall image just becomes grainier. And in Hollywood, there's little room for error.
You really can't do a scene again. Just paying for the day, the location, there's really no room for going back and redoing something if it comes out too dark or if it's not exactly what you want.
Take a look at these two shots. This one from 2002's Spider-Man was shot on film. This one from 2012's The Amazing Spider-Man was shot on digital. See how much brighter Spider-Man and Mary Jane's faces are? With film, the safest bet is to shoot with plenty of light,
You said
even if scenes are meant to be dark.
Shooting digitally,
Even if scenes are meant to be to shoot with plenty of light.
with the film, the best bet is to shoot with plenty of light.
Even if scenes are meant to be dark.
shooting digitally allows you to take more chances with darkness, because digital shoots usually have high quality digital monitors.
The way that it allows people to see the image as it will be when it's finished lends itself to taking more risks.
Plus, digital cameras are generally more sensitive to light.
They do capture more into the highlights and more into the shadows than a film stock can.
Digital cameras, like the one we're using to film this right now, shoot in what's called a log format. This essentially is when the camera sensor is capturing a really flat, grayish image in order to preserve information in the highlights and the shadows. Once you bring that footage into a color grading software, you have tons of room to push that footage around. And instead of losing detail in the darkest parts of the image, like you would with film, you can push it way brighter and still retain that detail. And the overall image doesn't get super grainy either.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Lots of very successful dark scenes have been shot on film, from The Godfather to The Dark Knight to Euphoria. It's not impossible to do dark scenes on film. It's just harder and riskier. Regardless of film or digital, shooting dark scenes is always a balance between information and artistic intentions.
There was an episode in Severance. There's shots in that sequence where you really are only seeing just a sliver of his face in this sea of darkness. And watching it, I was struck by it. There's instances where you really want to focus on one thing in the frame, and using darkness as a tool to kind of guide the eye in that way.
Darkness only feels like a problem when it feels like we're missing out on visual information that we think we're supposed to see.
It's tricky because at the same time as you want to create a mood and a feeling for the audience, you don't want to also get in the way of them enjoying the show. It's a balance.
Filmmakers are using the best screens the world has to offer in perfectly dark rooms when tweaking the brightness of the content that we're all watching. So filmmakers choose to make something look right on the best screen, and they expect that vision to trickle down to whatever screen you end up watching it on. That vision to trickle down to whatever screen.
レール充電した。
Trickle.
Screen you end up watching it on later on down the line.
It's impossible to know how people are going to watch it in the end, and if you make it look good on a low quality television, then when people are in the theater, it's not going to look right for them.
So yes, what you're watching is dark, but it's also exactly what the filmmaker wanted you to see.
There's hope that movie darkness is still evolving for the better. Ad Astra and Nope were filmed using regular cameras and infrared cameras. Infrared cameras allow filmmakers to essentially steal light from the sections of the light spectrum that are invisible to the human eye. It also creates a black sky, which is useful for compositing. When blending the two images together, you can produce a darkness that allows you to peer much deeper into the dark expanse than normal media.
なるほど。面白い。
On November 8th, the U.S. will hold 475 separate federal elections. If you vote in the U.S., you can vote in at least one of them. The results will determine who controls these, the two houses of Congress. After the 2020 election, Democrats controlled the House of Representatives and the Senate, as well as the presidency, the three bodies that have to align if you want to make new laws. And they did. But even when government is split between the parties, each one of these bodies still holds tremendous power on its own. So the importance of what this picture looks like can't be overstated. And each one of these three importance of what this picture looks like can't be overstated.
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 Overstate.
And each one of these three outcomes contains a very overstated. And each one of these three outcomes contains a very different story about the next 2 years in the US.
どうやってこれ。シュリア。
Scenario 1, Democrats keep both houses. This is not considered the most likely outcome.
The Democrats have gotten a ton passed in the last 2 years. My name's Lizzo. I am a politics reporter at Vox. I've been covering the Hill for like over 6 years now.
So, if Democrats get to stick with this arrangement, then what?
One of the big things they've said they'll do is codify Roe v. Wade into federal law, and that would mean a national protection for.
これ使いづらいな。
Abortion.
Abortion.
Abortion. Access to abortion, paid family leave, subsidies for child care, universal pre-K, the PRO Act, which protects people's ability to organize and unionize.
But there's a catch to all this, and it's connected to the reason Democrats haven't done any of it yet. These laws are subject to a rule the Senate has. It's called the filibuster, that requires not 51 out of 100 votes to pass a law, but 60 out of 100. And Democrats want to change that rule. Just not all Democrats.
They have this 50-50 very narrow majority, but they only have 48 who are actually down to change the rules. And so they need at least 52 is kind of the magic number that Democrats have been hoping for in order to both change the rules and then pass a lot of the bills that we've talked about.
Scenario 2. Republicans win the House
Republicans.
共和党。リパブリカン。
Republican.
Republican.
Representatives.
Representatives.
When the House is controlled by a different party than the presidency or the Senate, that gives them a lot of leverage. My name's Dylan Matthews. I'm a reporter at Vox. They also have a lot of control over investigations. They can run committees, they can subpoena people, they can make people testify in investigations. They can run committees, they can subpoena people.
Subpoena.
いいな。召喚状。not summon. ハッピーな。
Subpoena.
We can subpoena people.
They can make people testify, they can dredge up documents.
We can see that by going back to the last time the government looked like this.
One thing that the GOP majority in 2011 and onward did was investigate the Obama administration extensively. The sort of fast and furious gun smuggling scandal.
Furious.
Furious. Smuggling.
Smuggling.
Smuggling. Smuggle.
美術講師オレンジ。
美術講師、なぜ？強する、隠す。美術講師、ああ。美術の先生っぽいって。余計これで、確かに。
On the Benghazi scandal after those attacks happened in 2012.
Easily obtained.
Well, but Senator,
within hours, if not days.
After Democrats won in 2018.
Democrats. 大後。民主党員。デモクラッツと、キャンディデーティング。デモクラッツ。民主党、民主主義。
Democrat.
They also launched a bunch of investigations into the Trump administration, and one of which culminated in the first.
Culminated.
Culminated.
絶頂。吉日全盛。Culminated. The first impeachment.
Impeachment.
デモクラシ
デモクラット。民主主義。よく共和党とか、でも民主党ってニュースで話題になるけど、
impeachment.
民主党の
Investigations
can
are
be
a lot. More often than not, they're kind of a sideshow. My sense ahead of time is that that lever of power will be less important.
Lever って発音が lever レバーじゃなく lever will be less important.
Then the ability to block must pass legislation on
Legislation.
the debt ceiling.
The debt
ceiling fight in 2011 was one of the first stories I covered at the Washington Post. The debt ceiling is this limit on how much the federal government can borrow. Almost the entirety of the international financial system is built on the idea that U.S. Treasury bonds are a safe asset. Once you hit the debt ceiling, they are no longer a low-risk asset. That would lead to investment and borrowing and homes and everything being way more expensive throughout the world, which would be a pretty major financial crisis. You need the House and Senate and the President to agree for the debt ceiling to be raised. The most dramatic example of that happened in the summer of 2011. The debt ceiling was coming due in early August, and that gave House Speaker John Boehner and members of his caucus incredible leverage. Unless the Obama administration was willing to let the debt ceiling be breached, they kind of had to come to a deal. Ultimately, $2.1 trillion in cuts the national parks, Head Start programs,
Do
the
you find that
FBI,
interesting?
National Institutes of Health, the National Science Foundation.
面白い。わかんない。
Prevention. The choice that was made to invest a lot less in preventing pandemics.
わかんないなりに面白そう。I couldn't understand correct rate, but I feel interestingness.
Republicans win the House and the Senate.
The Senate has to confirm any federal judge. I'm Ian Milheiser. I'm a lawyer and I cover the Supreme Court for Vox. The president nominates anyone who's going to be appointed to the federal bench, but they don't get the job unless a majority of the Senate votes to confirm that individual. There's a little more than 800 active judges in the federal system. There are district judges who try cases, court of appeals or circuit judges, and then there's the Supreme Court. The last time we had a Democratic president and a Republican Senate was in 2015 and 2016. Under Barack Obama, the Republican Senate basically hit stop on Supreme Court confirmations and on nearly all Court of Appeals confirmations. And then, of course, what happened was Republicans held all those seats open until Donald Trump got into office and then filled them with Republicans. Trump's judges overruled Roe v. Wade, which is the reason why abortion. Trump's judges overruled Roe v.
Overruled. Overall. Overrule.
Wade, which is the reason why abortion is now illegal in many U.S. states. A sweeping reinterpretation of
解釈。
Reinterpretation.
再解釈。Reinterpretation. Reinterpretation.
Reinterpretation
of the Second Amendment or Firearms
Amendment.
Amendment.
アムビアジャドさんが教えてくれたの。
And now
何を教えたくれたんだろう。
left and right, a wholesale attack on voting rights, particularly on the Voting Rights Act, which is the law that prevents race discrimination. At the lower court level, we just had 3 Trump judges declare the entire Consumer Financial Protection Bureau unconstitutional.
Bureau.
Bureau. 事務局。Bureau. Bureau.
If Republicans take the Senate, then they can block the confirmation of any judge. If you hold those seats open, they're still vacant when a Republican comes to office.
FTX が何だか知りません。
The Republican Party, which is an institution that wants power, has figured out that if it controls the judiciary, it can gain, has figured out that if it controls
Judiciary.
Judiciary. 判事。司法権裁判所。In the judiciary.
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 controls the judiciary, it can gain potentially
Judiciary.
a permanent veto power.
Veto.
It can gain potential
Veto.
アメリカで1番。世界で2番目の仮想通貨取引所。
破産。 なぜまた、あれか。ビットコインが暴落して。今ビットコインってそんな下がってる。ビットコイン。でも持ち直したんだ。
Permanent veto power over any law that's enacted, over any regulatory policy that's enacted, regardless of who controls the White House and regardless of who controls the Congress. They're going after voting rights hard, and if you don't have the right to vote, then you don't have any rights. Eventually, the voters who have been disenfranchised.
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 ほとんどの電車の路線が人身事故で止まった。
そんな世界揺れちゃってる。Disenfranchised って。
What does it mean? Jenna. Vordu is cursing V. I don't know it.
日本の。
人身事故。
Disenfranchise.
Disenfranchise. Disenfranchise で。
Jenna franchise.
じゃないフランチャイズ。
The voters who have been disenfranchised don't have any recourse because they have no way to change who controls the government, and the government is controlled by
取引所がなくなるとなんかあるんですか？
That's the worst case scenario. Right now, we're still at the point where, elections are the best method that can be used in order to reverse, America's democratic decline.
Out of the 475 individual House and Senate elections that'll decide control of Congress, most of them are not close races. The election will really be decided by these races. Only about 1 out of 7 House elections and just a handful of Senate races. And so, if you live in one of those places, it means you have a lot of power over which one of these we choose.
Disenfranchised translates into whole sentence in Turkish LOL.
桔梗線、中央総武線各駅、快速、山手線、青梅線。
こんな。日本揺れまくり。取引所が TFX が破産すると何が起こる？違うな。FTX。過去最大の経営破。資金引き上げで資金繰りが悪化。よし。じゃあ。 Today, learning English is over. で、and
お金持ちのお金がどっかに行っただけの話。
そんな感じ。あるんですけど、よく。トレード。
お疲れ様ディディ。
お疲れ様。数億ドルの引き出し要求に耐えられなかった。そうですね、お金持ちのお金が、どっか行った。で、だから、ビットコインが、
Hundreds of thousands of teenagers and particularly teenage girls are utterly
similar right or having had that right with hundreds of thousands of teenagers and particular teenage girls and you utterly disenfranchised in the very long sentence. です。株価が怖いな。先物取引。どういうことをちょっと選挙権やそれに関する権利を持つこと。あるいはその権利を奪われたこと。何十万位のティーンエイジャー、特に10代の少女が権利を奪われている。can't vote anymore が disfranchised 愛がって言って資金の返還リクエスト。ああ、なるほど。いきなりビットコインが下がったからビットコインとイーサー、逆？なるほど。アメリカ証券取引所が注意を煽ったら、そしたら、FTX からがやばいって情報になって、で、みんなが引き出しを要求してきて破産。っていうシナリオっぽいのかな。よし、じゃあ、Today stream is over. 今日は、これで終わります。ラーメン食べに行ってきます。I will go to ラーメンショップ。サンクス。ありがとう、サンクス。歩いて。どうだろう。I don't know. If はい。近くにある。ここに。そう、二郎系のラーメン屋が近くにあることが判明して、ここに。冬込み行きます。どうだろう。チケット取れれば。I will take photos. かにレイドして。
Be careful.
バイバイ。13。
楽しかった。
よかった。
Kenta wana auto, Kenta wana auto, Kenta wana auto, Kenta wana auto.
これいいな。じゃあ、ここで。
Yeah, OBS is running so much better. Okay, I dropped the quality a little bit to try to make sure it wasn't over processing too fast because it was.
じゃあ、バグない。バイバイ。おやすみなさい。